Welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration. I'm looking at my concrete because it's working now. And I can improve it. Yeah, I should probably do the pulverizer stuff. But I need to do a bunch of stuff with concrete. Yeah. Hello? Concrete is moving. Set it up last time. Now I need to do stuff. I was checking some stuff before I science, yes. Before I did anything, I didn't realize the rocket science doesn't actually need rockets, as far as I can tell. I just assumed it did by the name. And because one of the sciences in the normal game involved flight, which I guess would be the space science. Yes, hello. Hope you are well. Yeah, like it needs the research, but I guess it's the telemetry. Never mind. I forgot. Telemetry, not control unit. They just look almost the same. The telemetry is orange. That's why. The icon is too similar. I wish it had more than just orange instead of green. So that confused me. That makes more sense. It needing the satellites is what I expected. I just didn't read it properly. I kind of want more of those. Just fill these with concrete. Yeah. It won't need crazy. Supplies. I guess I'll make 2 of those. That's probably fine. And then copper and steel. It'll be interesting because I don't think. So you got like extreme rocket launch capacity, and it was just far more than you need for the research at that level. Let's make a bunch of big electric poles. I still haven't done meteor defense, and I haven't been punished yet. And I think I'm going to continue delaying until I get punished for my poor decision. Okay, so pulverizer. Oh, that's way too big. That's... I left enough space, but that's huge. 7 by 7, that's giant. Upgrade. Might as well pick up all these low-level ones. Just to get it moving. Okay. So you didn't need to do much. You just, oh, that's all you needed, and then you didn't have to worry. Probably. I should have copied what I just did. Because I have robots now, so I can do this. Move this over. I have to assume it's still necessary long term to have more telemetry, right? It feels like it'd be silly if long term it's not. Oh, it is only used for the rocket science packs. And the rocket science packs are not used for anything else, just research. Okay. I'll have to adjust. Okay, these are giant. Oh, I didn't check the speed of these. They are 2 crafting speeds, they're a lot faster there too as well. Why are they so... They're so big. I probably should have checked how big these were when designing this, but at no point did I expect them to be huge. Maybe the outputs. Yeah, making it so that it, you know, make sure it will work moving forward. Probably more carefully planned than I would normally be. Okay, so I want to run this here. I bet I'm gonna make a mistake in my distribution of stuff, and it's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna leave eventually, and it's gonna destroy. Okay, you know what? Let's just I don't really intend to do this everywhere, but at least not for a while. I just have too much stuff in my inventory. Lots of stuff. Yeah, space I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna regret it. Yeah, I should move this. Oh, that's kind of funny. It doesn't really... When you're copy pasting like that, it doesn't do the very helpful highlighting. Oh, that's the worst place to build that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Do I need fast insertion? Probably not. But might as well. Oh yeah. No requesters. Where are those locked? Those are really far away. Buffers, requesters, and I've never used active providers, but requesters and buffers are really far. Oh. That could be a problem. Okay, just copy. That. Like, at least for now, bots are at least functional, which is nice. I don't actually need these, do I? I can use normal. I really do want to put these into passive providers. It's kind of nice. I guess it works better than trying to just set like limits. It's like anything you don't need there, ship into active so that it gets sent away, instead of being like, oh, keep a small number and then ship everything else away. Which I think can be done, but it's easier to just do with an active. Right, that's too slow. Oh no, it isn't. It's actually pretty close to perfect. I don't think I got a capacity bonus for normal inserters yet. I did. Okay, that's why it's better. So there's concrete. I have my power. I can start running power up here. I guess I'll run it along the rails. It'll look better. Oh, it's gonna build this. I was just gonna complain about not being able to build this. I think reaching space might not be possible. Oh yeah, I forgot that this is here, so it's kind of awkward, but I should run up from over here. Reaching space, not traveling to space, getting basic space travel will probably be relatively distant. That's a lot further than I remember big power poles going. I didn't remember them going quite this far, but do you mind? I should probably put these in the actual center, because then I can put stuff like radio towers or radars around them. What do you mean by a non-specific provider system? Like, using them to fulfill demand as necessary, as opposed to having like having it come from wherever can provide it instead of having set routes. I should have ridden a train. I say that, I'm carrying a train. I'm surprised that didn't get finished. Oh. Bots are bad. Should have ran this more efficiently, but it'll look better if I put on top instead of doing a weird diagonal line. Oil. I gotta first figure out the oil before I... read. Okay, so that's pumping. Now I just need tanks. And then it will be good to go. Oh yeah, interrupts. Is it a more... I guess it's a more, flexible system that way? Never did figure out interrupts. Though I think I only looked at interrupts for trying to set up with spaceships. And that's slightly more nebulous of a function. Yeah, that's probably more scalable? Or like much less effort to scale up as you get more and more stuff to deal with? Okay, I need more. Big power needs more steel. Takes a lot more steel to make those than I thought. Yeah, it's... And I guess the challenge is the initial setup is a lot more work. Like it takes a lot more to get it established. Oh, hello. Glad you caught it. This is not a good route. The tags you can write into the name. Oh, like tags you can write with these? Those are icons, those are not tags. I actually should figure this out as well. Okay, so using the so you can use the icons as a way to handle a bunch of stuff. Yes, I have drones. They're still very slow. But they're very welcome. Okay. I need this to get the oil. That is powered now. I'm gonna stick with the basic setup just to get this started. So, to do this, I need to set up a fuel station for these, which would be an interrupt. I'll have to learn that. If you go to icon, interrupt, it would be like... It would probably be in this check, deny, entry, heart. Everything. If all input signals meet the condition, it will pass. Interesting. So these are all more... Ooh, there's more here than I thought. When used in schedule interrupt, it will match the first item that passes all wait conditions and replace the signal with that item. There's a lot of stuff you can do with these. Music that's... I feel like there's different types of music. There's music where it's like, the music's good or it's kind of a joke. There's joke music. I assume it was normal music. I'll have to look into that for fuel, I guess. It'll match the first fuel that passes all weight conditions. I'll figure that out later. For now, I'm gonna do basic stuff just to get it moving. And maybe between this week and next week, I should look into the more detailed interrupt stuff. Yeah, because that's all was doing math with variables instead of values. But not math. It just reminds me of keeping everything as variables for as long as possible to keep it all together. So I am fuel all locomotives. No, I should do fuel. I should do fuel with an interrupt because that's gonna be easier. In the long term, because then I just need to set up somewhere to swing by here or something and then just route fuel there and it'll be fine. Hey, that was the game within a game thing. Empty cargo. Is full cargo. Full cargo or time passed? No. This is gonna be super basic. Empty cargo, full cargo. Automatic. It has fuel already. It does not have enough. It has enough fuel. I'll just let it see how it works for now. Was that the game that was you were having issues actually? Oh yeah, this is bad, yeah. Having issues actually playing the game? I need radars at these sites, but... So it should be loading. I really need to make radar. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if... I don't have buffers on the other side, so it's gonna take a long time to fill up. But just for the moment, it will be fulfilling its purpose. Okay, so this whole thing is not needed anymore. Which is... Never mind, it's needed. Oh, this is so messy. Glitter left, it's filtered for stone. I probably should just leave this ore and just let it disappear, but it feels more fun to clear it all. Yeah, I was uncertain whether I'd placed it correctly. It'll go from full green to empty when it's time to go, so I think it is at least filling some of it right now, if I remember correctly. But you managed to actually play it, which is nice. What is this? Oh, it's not needed. That's what that is. I remember why I wasn't doing anything with those. Those are messy. There's copper and stone and everything. Oh. I just assumed that... Oh, not or. It's or, not and. So that means it's not doing what it needs to do. Which means I will ride it on its way back to check on it. I really should have radar over there so that I can actually look at it. Yeah, oh, yeah. Because it's empty on cargo. I should have tried to cut it off. That's probably the best I can do. Just turn it off and then catch up with it. Be careful not to run into it. I think figure out what's wrong. Currently, I'm assuming it's just not placed properly. Okay. Automatic. Increase the inactivity so that it sits here for a bit and I can keep an eye on it. Okay, so angle clearly doesn't work. No, I thought, yeah, this is straight as well, but it's not filling these. Maybe I need something else to fill it and it's not the pump? Or maybe I set up the pump incorrectly? Because these are completely straight. Oh, so even if those are straight, they hate that this part of the train is not in a straight line. Like it's like, it's an issue of the entire train not being straight. What a weird... It's filling here. It's filling that back one. Like, I don't get it. So it's not just the entire trains that it's complaining about. Yeah, like, this one looks like it should work. That makes sense to me. But this, the position of the locomotive influences... So if I go all the way back to have the locomotive be straight, this doesn't work. But it works there. I guess I'll just make it a longer track that's completely straight. And just accept that it's kind of weird. I think it's a little bit too picky. I don't have any tracks with me though, because I emptied them all because they were taking up inventory space, but... It's also filling... No, it makes sense that it's filling slowly because I didn't bring new tanks, okay. And they emptied most of it into that first bit. Well, I can at least deliver some oil now. Yeah, that's weird. I can respect if the issue is how the wagons and the pumps are lined up, that's fine. The fact that it's sort of a function of how the entire train is positioned and how the wagons are, it feels a little silly. Braking force is way worse because I don't have like 5 upgrades. Okay, hopefully this should unload. It kind of makes the physical train delivery a lot like stand out a bit because it's so much simpler. It doesn't have these weird angle issues. Okay, this should be enough just for the moment to check. Nope. That's a mistake. It did empty it pretty quickly. So that's not currently emptying. But does it empty at the... don't know why that's not emptying. So automatic should get it. Nope. Why is it? It's not empty on cargo inventory. I guess I was just trying to resume where it was. Okay, so that does work at least. Now it's going to run around doing nothing, so I should really set it to off. At least the unloading works. The only issue is this is not going down, which means it's not being used, which means I don't know what it's doing. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's connected, and I didn't think I had enough oil. But maybe I do now? Ah, yes. Fair enough. This doesn't convert it fast enough. I really don't like crafting chemical plants. Glass is a troubling component. Oh, because I'm not making plastic, so I'm not consuming the petroleum. That's fine. I'm not going to adjust anything then. I should just scale up my red circuits. That's a good problem. Let's have to figure out how I want to lay this out. It all will work. Okay, so I just need to copy this, flip it, and something is wrong with that flip. Nope, nothing's wrong with the flip. I just need to adjust the up and down in the middle. I think this is all where it needs to be. I just need to replace the assembling machines. Power cables. Yeah, the underground stuff is interesting. I bet create is easier than building a good craft in Kerbal. And seeing stuff work could be better. Wait. Did I make a mistake? I did not make a mistake. I actually did set this up properly. Boom. That probably is just gonna double my red circuit production. These don't work because I'm not supplying copper over here. That's fine. I really have no reason not to, though. all my circuits are all set up to flow properly. Okay, good. I need to make sure I don't maintain my bad habit. Oh, I'm not supplying the stone. I need to get rid of my bad habit of trying to force everything onto belts in ways that don't work. Like, because then when I double up the production, if I've been unnaturally just flowing stuff onto it, it becomes an issue. But all of these are flowing onto belts, not just relying on the pre-split. Okay, so now that's going okay. Still could produce more there, but that's fine. Okay. I still have to fix the oil. The oil is not functional. I need these. Kind of wish I didn't. Maybe I change it? Maybe I make a lazy choice and have them fill up here instead of extending that. I think that's better. Because I think it'll look better. And I could have done that before I left. Ooh, my blues are not producing enough. Is that... because I don't have enough assembling machines? Or until now I didn't have enough red circuits? I'm hoping it's the red circuit issue. How do these scale? Oh, they scale pretty well. 20. What is a cluster? Cluster grenade. Explosive steel, 7 grenades. Cluster size of 7. Area of effect size 6.5. Damage 35 plus 15.75. I guess it's useful because it throws... It effectively throws 7 grenades in the same amount of time. It doesn't seem amazing, but it's faster throwing, so I guess that scales. Because if you can produce 1 million of them, it doesn't really matter. Just get me where I'm going. So yeah, I just need to fix this station. I could make cliff explosives and then run it better, but I think I just shouldn't. I should just run the pipes to this side and fill it here. I keep forgetting to build tanks though. Okay, so if I run this, it should be straight enough there. Oil. This is not well named. I can't update that. Oh yeah, I can drive remotely. I forgot. I'm surprised that doesn't need more tech. Like you don't need radars or anything. Oh, it was coincidentally still within my range. I guess that would make sense. I mean, it really would make sense if it completely deplete a resource patch. I don't know if I've got one. I probably have gotten that. I don't have enough. That's fine, good. These look fine. Power. I almost forgot. I've confused for way longer than I should have been, considering it indicated that I didn't have power. Is this filling? It is not. It is incredibly finicky. That is the most... Can you only fill one per... No. 2 of these are working, one of them isn't. It doesn't, seemingly. No, they're filling themselves. It's not working right now, which is fine. Oh, it's not called oil 1 because I moved it again. It's very weird. Okay, so it's there. Go to oil 1. Are they all filling? Yes. But only some of them. Maybe you can only have 2 inputting at a time. That feels unlikely. There's something about how it lines up that has to be... Oh, I bet you can only fill one of the nozzles at a time. That would make sense. That, I think, makes sense. It's odd, but... Okay, that makes sense. Now, if there's a way to put a 4th, I have no idea how that would be. Maybe it's changed? Anyway, this is gonna be slow because it's not... I don't have tanks full of oil here to rely on, so I'm gonna leave, but it's working. Yeah. But figuring out why it wasn't filling, I think, was it was good to know that why that's not working. I also need to put separations along this. Signals is what they're called. You need to put rail signals all along here because it will become an issue. eventually if I don't. Now I just need to make a bunch of tanks to create a buffer at the other end. And then things will be mostly functional. I still need to figure out how to set up an interrupt for fuel, because that will be more useful. Yeah. You gotta separate it all appropriately. Oh, concrete. Love it. Okay, so this is getting better. Oh. No, that's fine. This just goes one further than it needs to. Yeah, okay. I had too few red circuits, which was why it was behind, and now it's catching up to what it probably should be. Okay, I need to make tanks. I should have these automated. I do not. Mostly because I think tanks probably can survive as a drone recipe. 8 is enough. Maybe. Ooh, do I have a tank in my inventory? Where's my tank? My tank's down there. I need to go wipe out nests by the oil because I'm producing pollution out there now. Your point about the green has saved me. Not that your point was pollution, your point was running faster. 9 cannon shells, that's not enough. You reminded me to check pollution. Oh, it's all the stone here is gone, okay. That's what was the complete patch. Ooh, why am I getting less coal here? Oh, I know why. I'm getting sidetracked. I need to craft these. I need to get the explosives first. This is something I should set up robots for. I really need the logistics and construction bots. Limited by plastic. That's enough. See, that's gonna complain, but I need to deal with my coal setup. My terrible, terrible coal setup. Where I never bothered to connect this stuff. No real reason for it either, just didn't bother. Oh, no, not that. It feels like I'm going through a lot more. It's also not very green. Desert. Actually, I should check the values, but the desert's, like, worthless, I think. Oh, that's really slow, yeah. The desert is terrible for absorbing, so I should at least pave all of the desert over with concrete. The green stuff, there is room for debate there, but this stuff is pointless. There's no reason to save any of it. That's gonna be a problem. I need to move. should also put the tank on the bar. Will be good. Oh wait, these are 50 and I have 4 of them. That's... No, that is the right amount, okay. It's a lot of oil though. 200k oil. I go through... 263 an hour? Or is that total? I think that's per hour. If 4.4 times 60, I think that's the amount per hour. So it only needs to make the trip about once an hour, so that will be plenty. It has to be a default spawn or early spread, fresh spread, biter nest. These are all very small. I couldn't, like, it's so far away. Why are these the weak nests and the ones near me were actually dangerous? Yeah. You don't want to get too deep in a nest with like 5 or 10 spitters, just sort of... Yeah, this would be too deep to dive straight through. I would die. And this would be actually a good time to poison. I just don't have enough poison capsules to be comfortable with them, but it is probably worth throwing there to get stuff under control. I thought that, like, initial spawn nests would be the strongest ones. Well, not like strongest, but like, they would have had the most time to grow. What? This guy got angry at a rock. It's gonna repair automatically. I need to be careful of this. I need to remember to turn off the personal roboport while doing this. But not having to hop out is kind of nice. Turn that off before I forget though. I kind of hope this loops around and it just cuts off, because that would be kind of nice. Don't have enough poison. I need more poison. Oops. It's the wrong button. Escape. Nope, go to Q. More of these. Okay, so like, if they're far and weak, they're probably new, but if they're probably going to be stronger if they're not. They have a higher limit if they're growing, maybe? Okay, that's not right. What are these? These are medium worms still. That was too far forward. That's not a good idea. Grenades. Oops. That's fine. Oh wait, those are the ranged spitter guys, right? Okay, turn this on. Yeah. Yeah, so the size... You're saying the size is sort of preset for spawn stuff. They might or they might not get bigger. Oh, these nests are gross here. That's weird. Like, the nests here were trivial, and then these are like the biggest nests so far. It just is what it is, and if these are new spreading from other ones, it's fine. I am kind of low on ammo. So gotta be a little careful. I guess if they're this close proximity? Mm-hmm. It'll be a problem. Which, I guess the solution to that is the uranium rounds, which require... I am lower on HP than I should be for doing that. Uranium doubling damage is huge when it comes to one-shotting. Continuing to one-shot stuff. Okay, that seems like that's enough. What are the... I should check Nest's HP values. That's enough for now. I should check down here because it will spread, but... yeah. Well, there's... like, short term-ish. There's ways to get... you can get, you know, lasers on... not for one-shotting stuff, but just for clearing nests. Getting lasers on a tank would help. Lasers, energy shields, various fairly easy ways to clear nests. Yep, that's a problem. Because I think if you can get enough... oh, but you can't get the same... oh, that's bad. That rock was hard to see in the dark. Yeah, it won't have the same, like, upper limit as with, like, the quality mods. I don't think I ever did quality tanks because Spidertrons were already obtainable at that point, and why would I want tanks when I have Spidertrons? Oh, I'm very glad I checked this. That's about to get triggered. Are railguns in this? They are. Are they base? Or did they... Is it something that was pulled from space exploration into space age? Okay, so yeah, which means it's probably, you know, they were like, oh, we gotta bring a railgun. Yeah, so space age was like, oh, we gotta have a railgun because space exploration has a railgun. As opposed to the opposite. Okay. Do I have enough? I might have enough to wipe out this nest. I think this is the last nest I need to deal with for now. Oh, that rock. Oh, these bugs are dealing with the rocks for me. It's nice. Okay, 4 more shots. 1. I missed one of them. That shot good. And there. Should be fine. Okay. I can go back to ignoring pollution for a bit. After I check the right side, but as this filled up, it is really... Well, I mean, it's fine. It's slow, but the rate at which I actually need it to deliver oil is low enough that it is good enough for that. Having the tanks fill up will be better, but... Oh yeah. I know the Tesla gun in Space Age was kind of underwhelming. I wonder if this version's better. I hope the... Because by the time I could get a railgun in Space Age, it was kind of just a toy. It wasn't really useful. I hope that there's, I don't know, somehow a reason to use a railgun. Like, limited cargo capacity, but still able to unlock the... Being able to unlock the railgun before capacity stops mattering. I think that's better to leave that unconnected. Because then bugs can't travel. Yeah. I assume they'd be at least more aggressive, or at least sort of on the level of Novus. Ooh, is that connected? That is. So I just should be a little careful. Oh. Huh? This water is weird with the marsh and stuff. Oh, fish. I have no idea how you normally fish for fish, but something required fish, and I do not remember what it was. And they don't spoil. Oh, they don't spoil in this. That's so good. I think they spoiled in Space Age. Ah. So you just sort of do the usual right click on them. Ooh, that's a new spread. I need radar. That looks fine for now. I will have to deal with it sooner than later, but... Sooner or later, not sooner than later makes no sense. Yeah, it's super efficient. Did I want to do something while I was up here? I wanted to put radar, but I don't have radar, so I can't. Oh yeah, I couldn't make roboports because of concrete, but now I have concrete, I have circuits, I have motors. I need to make a bunch of passive providers if I want robots to make stuff for me just to get basic conveniences that are not worth proper lines automated. Yeah. Well, if I can get robots to build roboports for me, it'll be a trickle at the very least. And I assume, I don't know how to spell, I assume roboports are not needed for anything. It doesn't look like they are. Like I can just chain roboports along the way. I don't have the infrastructure to do that yet, but unless they have a restriction? Oh no, I was just getting all the stuff. I assumed they'd be able to craft, like, get all the stuff into one place and craft it. Like, normal, but I'd have to do a bunch of infrastructure work for motors and stuff to get them. Am I missing something beyond the fact that I don't have any yet? I don't know. I have too much garbage in my inventory. I really need to lower it. Ah, yes. Could I... I guess storage chests don't overpower... passive providers don't pull or don't make stuff go. Yeah, good point. It's so silly. Is there a way to... I kind of want to see if there's a way to mess with passive providers or something. Like, modify what a storage chest is supposed to have. That's not a storage chest. I don't have any storage chests. I wonder if there's a way to... If I can use a circuit... No, it's only passive providers, isn't it? They don't pull from... Oh yeah, but like, you can't... If I built a storage chest and I set fish, I can't modify the filter for fish for storage to something else to make the fish go away. I don't think that would work. Yeah, because there's reasons it wouldn't. Okay, if I wanted... I don't want to do... Setting up a full line for roboports is vastly overkill. Doing it for radars isn't as overkill. Yeah, I'm just some of these I can probably get away with semi-manual crafting. Like, I feel I can probably do roboports by picking up all the stuff and manually dumping it into a small line as opposed to hooking it into the main system. And then that manual drop-off can be converted later into a requester. Concrete can be dumped, steel plates can be dumped, circuits. I just need to make chests for circuits, steel, and motors. Because then it will collect them. As it collects them, it'll be useful in the future. I should put the motor pickup somewhere different, but for the moment, this should be good enough. I'll set up a circuit to limit the grabbing. Read the all belts. Enable if motors are greater than equal to 250. So that will not cause problems down the line. Step 1, complete. I don't know where to steal the steel from. I can temporarily steal it from here. Yeah. Wow. I find it's part of the fun to regret decisions eventually. And I'm hoping for, there's some things like roboports feel like it's a bad idea to over-engineer. I will probably eventually I will slide into trying to do everything with drones, and that will be a problem. I know for sure that will be an issue eventually. Let's turn the pollution back off. Circuits. I was gonna say that's a lot of roboports, but it's really not. All belts. Reading steel. Sorry, I'm gonna... Ah. 350. This is definitely not a good place to steal steel, but that's a lot of pollution created by robots. Though, these are all kind of robotic. I need the last one, which is circuits. I mean, coral is already, coral's not parasitic, but it is weird, right? And I don't know. I don't know what would be important for a coral to be able to become... Oh, no, this is a bad idea to connect it there. What is my ratio on these? 44.8, and I'm consuming 34. I'm producing 10 extra per minute. That's not a lot. I really am not producing. I could produce so many more red circuits, and it wouldn't even be a challenge to scale it up right now. It just might be an issue of copper. It's an issue. I don't have enough copper. That's an easy thing to solve. Oh yeah, I just... Coral's such a weird creature. Creature's not really... is creature the right word? I don't know. Oh, am I under? No, I'm just moving too slow. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Oh yeah. This Coral's a complex thing to... It's too complicated to be like, oh, it could or couldn't become parasitic. I don't know anywhere near enough about coral. Because it's not a simple organism. These are filling fast enough. Yeah, red circuits are so important. It feels weird. I can't check my green circuit production because it's probably gated based on demand. This is suggesting I can produce up to 280 greens per minute. My reds have been pretty consistent. These consume 2 per, which means that I want to be producing twice as much, which means I could produce more, which doesn't feel right. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna change this setup a bit. Give myself a little more room to work with. I'm glad that blocks it properly. I really should set up... There's a lot of stuff that I should set up. Ooh, I'm low on plastic. Good. I should set up the higher tier... You know, I should have fast inserters crafting automatically. I should have fast belts crafting automatically. Or crafting at all. I have not crafted a single one yet. These are not well distributed. Is not good. It is functioning for now. I'm gonna need to fix my copper cable production. I didn't leave myself enough space here. I kind of regret that. I need glass. But that's too much glass, probably. Oh yeah. But none of that provides information as to whether they could or couldn't be parasites. And like, yeah. I believe they do. Like oh, I should really get rid of these burner turbines. Like them being symbiotic, I think is fairly unsurprising. Just I guess if something can be symbiotic, it can probably be parasitic. Just sort of, if it takes more, then maybe it can then be parasitic. Ah, so there's one place that I'm ahead. Why did I automate solar panels? I automated solar panels to make like 12 for my armor. I automated it just for this. Very effective use of resources. Okay, now I just figured out the oop. 0 structures remain ready. That's nothing. Okay. So if I want this to copy properly, I should just be able to copy that. Small electric motors. I should have grabbed those. Yeah, I haven't. I do want to intentionally not do solar, because I thought it would be fun, for Novus at least, to try and avoid it. Because, I mean, solar basically just comes down to automate the panels, automate the accumulators, and you're good to go. You just sort of spam them everywhere, and then that's that. Not that boilers are much better than that, but they're at least smaller. That'll stay there for now. So much weird stuff. This is gonna stay there until I'm done with that. I need to scale that up a bit. Oh, okay, I see why that's weird. Do you have any reason not to edit your roster as you're putting it? I'm gonna just put another random chest down. I really don't need this, or this, or this, or this. I actually do want that. I don't need that. Or I don't really need my second train, but it's fine. I don't want the med pack. So it's gonna go steal some motors and some iron. feels good. Is umbrella a more like a specific term, or did you make it? Is it shaped like an umbrella? I'm here for motors. My motor chest is over here. Research the pain. Oh, that, yes. Can it convert it quickly? I guess it should be able to, because turbines are great. Ooh, yeah, how far am I from that? Still a day. Okay, that should be okay as long as I'm not delaying too much. Cargo rockets was what I was looking into cargo rockets a bit. Because they are when you start to explore space. Med pack to heavy oil. It's not very medical. But it is. Free inventory. I got distracted. I need some of this. So you don't need to... Yeah. Well, yeah, turbines... Man, turbines are pretty cheap, too. So you don't need to actually finish it, because it will be done by your automation. Well, I didn't count properly, but that's fine. Just place these ahead of time. Ah, so you just... It's all done. You don't need to finish it yet. But it's all there. Is it Alt? Is it R? Place. How do I make it bigger? Numpad plus. Is this on numpad? Yes, it is. Okay. That's green. I don't want to destroy the greenery yet. Anything not green, though, is doomed. That is very nice. Yeah, blue is good. Excellent. I remember why I got distracted. Okay, so if I remember how this functions, these break, these do not. Filtered for red circuits. If I wire that and I read all belts, it continues, but it breaks at those. Good. Red belts greater than equal to 550. There. All of that will gather and I can do roboports by mass dumping all of these materials. Radar is in a weird category somewhere. There. I don't have green circuits or stone bricks or iron plates, but I could do a jetpack. Just a more specific type of spider crab. Okay. Freeze time for a moment. I have the oil. If I want to make progress, I need to launch rockets. I want roboports and I want rockets. Roboports, I'm going to wait for the resources to build up. Once they're built up enough, I can set up the line, because there's no rush to set up the line because I don't need them right away. So that will wait a minute. To get the stuff launching, I need to automate 4 things. So that's what I should look at. To launch a rocket, I need low density, control units, heat shielding? Low density, heat shielding. Rocket fuel is trivial compared to the rest. Low density, control unit, heat shielding. That's what I need. Super storage. Is that just taking out all of your... Is that just from taking out all your garbage inventory? Every time you just dump stuff that you don't need? And it's just a third full already? That's a lot of stuff. Low densities are plastic, glass, steel, copper. Those low densities in Space Age needed one of the circuits, I thought. No, it didn't. They didn't. It was something else that needed circuits. Probably the control unit. Glass, circuit, battery. Okay, so I need to make a better battery setup. Yeah. So I need this. I need a better battery build. Where do I want to do batteries? This is going to expand horizontally. I can probably do batteries here. And convert sulfuric acid here? That might work. These don't have water because I didn't set that up. Odd number. It'd be funny to have something go back to what would have to be, I assume, an ancient ancestor, going all the way back to various types of sea scorpion. I'm not consuming this fast enough. Ah, that's part of the issue. All this is being consumed here as well. That's not right. Oh, I know why that's okay. I copied too far up. I need to copy to there because I go one too far. That's not right. Why was that? What is wrong with this? It did not look like it was connecting properly. Water. Oh, yeah. Oh, huh? Oh, I copied the wrong pair. I copied the wrong pair. I think. So I need to copy from here to there. This is what I need to copy. Yeah, because it's... Yep. That should be enough, I hope. It is more than enough. Good. Now I don't have enough oil. And that is fine. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's lucky. I mean, things can evolve kind of backwards. Whales went back to the sea after becoming land animals. This does not... Okay, no, that is right. It's not empty because it's the tiniest bit full. I'm just... Why is this not... This is all completely full, but I'm not supplying enough oil. Oh, you know what? Very simple problem. Very, very, very simple problem. And hard to spot by just pointing at it because this was still full of oil. That was full of oil, so it did the whole line. The lines lined up, but it wasn't connected at the corner and I missed that, so it should be fine now. And I should be... I didn't realize how gated my sulfur production was. I really didn't realize how underproducing. Like how much it was underproducing its capacity. Yeah. Well, at least it will regulate itself. The train's back real quick. Because it filled up real quick because there's a buffer there. Wonderful. Very good. So I need to produce sulfur, which means I need more of these, right? The sulfuric acid, not sulfur. Yes, made in chemical plants. I guess I don't need this janky setup anymore, so I can probably just pick this up and fix it down here. Oh, the iron is going to be ugly to get down here. Yeah. Oh, you... I hate you, robots. Let me keep my item. So I want sulfuric acid. Water's easy. It's right here. Sulfur's easy. It's the iron that I need to route. I can probably just route iron down along here. Probably a suboptimal path. I can't get it in there, can I? Yeah. They are convenient in the same area. I think it is best to get the sulfur turned into acid here instead of up there and then shipping it over here. It looks silly with the sulfur and the iron going in both directions there, but I think it's for the best. I just need to figure out how to get it here, which might be impossible without higher tier belts. These go 7, which is 2 more. I didn't mean to craft that. Yeah, I could with a fast belt. It would go just far enough. It would have to be ugly, but I mean, I might have to do the sulfur production up here. I also should get rid of this fuel refinery. It produced enough solid fuel for now that if I need it as an ingredient, I'm fine. Good. Excess petroleum. Good problem. Now I just need to fix... If I... Oh yeah, I can get rid of that because I already deleted it. If I produced sulfuric acid anywhere but... Here's convenient because there's space. And I want to do the batteries over there. Other options are... I could do batteries here because I don't think I really need to scale up sand very much. And like a few pulverizers would fit, and then I could do stuff below. I might regret that long term, so bad idea probably. These need to be kept clear. That needs to be cleared up. This will extend... I mean, it won't extend forever, but I kind of want to leave this space. I could build batteries below the sulfur because I probably don't need that much space for making sulfur, and if I need more later, I can adjust. Cutting myself off is never a good idea, but I think in this scenario it might be fine. Oh, I cut off the power up here. That's not good. Yeah, getting them up. Getting them up will be doable if I make a if I make higher tier belts, but then that does restrict flow when I can't have as much flexibility. So maybe it's not good to plan for that. Okay, that's fine. Yes. The need for copper is important. I do have copper here. Now, if I had super robots, I could just cut and paste this whole thing and move it over, and it would be perfect, but I don't think I have good enough robots for that to not be an immense hassle. Well, I could shorten this. That would not be an issue. I really don't need this to be as long as it is. I could make sulfur and batteries go to the right. Oh yeah. Well, I can only have, like, the current building thing is figuring out just sort of, if I wanted to cut and paste this right now, I would need either a bunch of roboports or a bunch of personal roboports, even if I had a ton of robots, but it would be a lot of effort for not really much meaningful improvement. Would it be? Should I just cut and paste it? Have the tracks here, move it that far over? I don't think it would be that painful. I could move it down a little as well, or move some parts of it down a little. Even with the slow robots, it might be worth the time. Or I could do the simpler thing and just move the refineries over to the right and start doing it there and have more space on the left to move up and down. That might be the better plan instead of moving the entire structure. Because if I just move the refineries over here, or even further, I have a lot more space to work with without having to worry about the vertical. That feels like what I might do. I might regret it long term. Not moving everything. I might regret that, but why does this not have power? Oh, because it just never would have power. I really don't understand what I did there. It's gonna be ugly to copy and paste though. Especially with these in the way. I'll move a few. Or I won't think about it and decide. That this is probably easy enough to shift around. That looks terrible, and I really don't need them, but that leaves more space to move stuff from the right over. Yeah, I will absolutely concede that they're not all necessary. Given that the whole thing is draining it when there's too much and the backfill is useless. So I should be able to copy these. To an acceptable degree. And then figure out the water situation. It's not quite right, but I think I can work with it. Now I just need those. That should move over. Yeah, I guess, yeah, as long as I have 200,000 raw oil stored, it should be fine. Okay, now I have to make sure this doesn't break, but it should be what I need. This is not needed. This is not needed. I mean, yeah, the tank kind of just existed to serve as a buffer. And that buffer is not... I removed the need for the buffer by having actual uses for it. Or, well, sinks for it. I hate that I'm going to be wasting research time, but I am. Okay. That is full on petroleum. Is that because it's broken? Yes, that is because it's broken. Or not connected. Though not really because it's not connected. It is actually just fully not doing anything because everything is stopped. Because research is stopped, so I have nothing to drain my red circuits. What did I do here? Huh? Oh, hold. Whoops, I have this wrong. No. I have the enable disable on the wrong thing. I need enable disable here. Whoops, that's a mistake. I need to go fix that. I forgot where I needed to put that. I forgot you could turn off belts. That's getting low. That's a problem. I need to go fix my motors and my steel. It's not that, it's this. Components. This. Greater than equal to 250. And it's a full chest. Good. The belt. This one should not. Nope, I didn't think this one would actually be an issue either. Glad I kind of caught this. Okay. That has all been fixed. Now I'm gonna connect that. This is... I kind of like leaving it how it was, but I should really get rid of this. Why is this underproducing? It's just not fast enough. Okay. I just need more of them. Though it's catching up now, so it's fine. Okay, that doesn't need to be filtered anymore. Kind of nice to clean up this mess. Yeah, it'll... It won't happen again, probably, because most future ore mining stuff, most of these veins seem to be less split, so it's going to be a lot neater. Ooh, yes, I'm going to need to deal with this soon. I'm at only 300,000 iron left, which means I am not providing enough iron for both of those. But I'm gonna let it ride for a minute. Regret that decision in a bit. But focus on getting batteries and such functional. I might make the sulfuric acid up here. If I make it up here, I can't scale it, which will be a problem maybe. But I'm assuming I won't need to scale it up that much. Because it produces 50 per second. And batteries use 20 per 4 seconds right now. So if I have 5, 8, or 10 of them, I should have enough. Yeah, so I should have enough space for sulfuric acid up here. Do I want to do this? I don't need that. What is this? What? I don't think I need that line. Don't connect to the oil. That's ugly. Oh yeah, the entire water line. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Leave that there for now. Leave that. That's annoying. Okay, let's place that to serve as a marker. Should have been more careful. I guess I didn't consider it because I've never had to deal with that. Where's my water? My water's here. That should be, oh, wait. These are bigger. Never thought about that, 'cause I don't know if I'd encountered that on a large scale before. Okay, good. Thank you for saving the nightmare. Oh. I'll have to pump out the other bit as well. Can I place these? No. I have to place down the rails. There. There. I don't have power. And this should be the last section to pump. It's weird how, like, it makes sense to do it the quick and easy way. It feels like it shouldn't instant or near instantly replace all fluid in an existing system. But maybe it is a function of like volume and stuff, so it isn't actually that straightforward. Okay, so this goes here to there to what needed water? Not that. This. That doesn't look right, but I think everything's working now. Well, I've learned a lesson. I don't know if the lesson will stick, but I have learned a lesson. And I know how to fix it when I do it again. So it's there, it's all flowing, it's all pumping. Does that have water? Yes. This will be sulfuric acid. How am I gonna supply and or extract from this? It's gonna be those. Those could go out, down, and then out. I should run it on this line. I shouldn't run it any lower than that. Question is, do I... Nope. I think I pull it out one and then... supply it that way. Do I do a block this big? I want it to actually be a proper... That's at least consistent. This can go to there. Oh, if I'm running it on one line, it's actually not an issue. Okay. Yeah, it's fine as long as I'm running it. As long as I merge the two up here. As long as that is fast enough, which I will not worry about yet. So this will go through to there. This will split off here. Kind of just added an issue back into it, because now I'm blocking this whole section again, just in a different way. But it leaves a little more room. Okay, there's the sulfuric acid. I don't need a buffer. I mean, this isn't going to run very long. If I just turn off Roboport, if I design this to copy to here, just ignore it all. This will have to be adjusted. This does not look right because that shouldn't be there. Oh, yes, I know why that's weird. Okay, that's fine. Might as well connect that for now. The oil's fine. This could definitely just go to there. That looks like that will work. It won't need to be longer than this because it's probably more than I need. 8 is enough. So that leaves me space. And then I can shift the sulfur further down over here. Okay. I will place these for the sake of keeping it simple. I can run my sulfur around here if I want. Okay, I need to fix this. Because that's horrible. Now I have more space. To move. I need this tank. That tank needs to stay. I don't think I really need this other tank though. I That gives me more space for moving. This is an open path, which is beneficial. Lubricant is here. Ooh, yeah, this is... The circuits can be delivered. The steel can be delivered. I really hate making electric motors. But I should probably do that locally. I should also go get more concrete. Here for some stone. Gradually concrete the desert. Yeah, like my current electric line, like small electric line, it exists, but it's just not in a good position. It's in maybe the worst position possible for spreading it everywhere. Like, producing them up here and shipping them down here feels... I mean, it's not really super wasteful beyond the space it would take, but... I could do trains. I can make a small electric loop to move trains to the other side, but that would be silly. I'm not doing main bus stuff. Like if main bus type giant bus with all the important stuff, just putting small electrics on that and working with it would probably be a good idea. I wish I could do like a checklist. So I just need the batteries. So I need to set up the batteries. I can do the batteries here now because this space is unused. Iron, copper, sulfuric acid in a chemical plant. I could run the sulfuric down here. We'll see if this would work. If I could get input and output functional. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, they're pretty slow. If I could do long arms for the output, I'd have to move that. That's not gonna work there, but I probably should look at a checklist mod just to keep track of stuff more readily without needing to like write it down elsewhere. A train base sounds fun eventually. Like, I can't imagine the early stages of a train base being smooth. So this is the inputs. I kind of love how awful this is. I like it a lot. It will be a problem because it will not use space efficiently. So I think it's a bad idea. Yeah, because it's 2 items input. Actually, no, that's fine. It's not going to use the belt efficiently. Having a second split would use the belt perfectly. So I shouldn't try to do this. I should just make it wide enough. I could establish that I don't need more than that much sulfur. Like, I doubt I'll need more sulfur than that, and I could just build batteries below. And if in the future I need more sulfur, I can adjust and just make sulfur up here. I think that's what is for the best. So to measure this properly, I will just do this. 1, 2, 3. That's all the sulfur. Yeah, I guess it could... It is the type of thing that might scale, might have production elsewhere and other means and stuff that I could consider, and even if I need to expand, there might be ways. So I won't need much more, so I should do batteries below that, and then I will have better battery production. Do I want more fuel processors? I kind of do. So this is the limit on that. It's never going to go further than this, even if I don't need quite this much. I'm going to leave a little extra room. These are going to be, the batteries are going to be going upwards, and then over, and then up in this area. The sulfur will travel easily. The iron can be split and travel across one of those areas. The copper can do the same. Nope, that needs to turn sooner. As always, things just kind of work out sometimes. This is an enjoyable descent into madness. Oh, that's slightly further than I... That doesn't feel right. Nope, it is right. It's gonna take a while. Then I can run this. This is 2 lines. I can't run it here. I can run it down here and have this up go. This can go up a little further to the right. Go up there. Oh, that needs more space. Oh, what is empty? That's empty. Because I'm full of that. I'm full of that because this is not connected anymore. Because I flipped that. Whoopsie. Simple mistake. So that'll run down. This will run down. I really should have fast transports being crafted. The undergrounds are a lot more expensive, but the basic belts I should be using. I need more space. These will come down. These will split. Vertically? It's probably better than trying to do it horizontally. This will feed one. This will feed the other. Those are not far enough apart. Just do 2 batteries. This needs to run here. This will look better. This is underground. Sulfuric acid needs to get here somehow. Probably run it here. This is not a good. Not good. Can I change how I get the water here? Yeah, I could change how I get my water. I could remove this and it would be a lot better. Or I could change this and it'd be a lot better. It is... Well... Sulfuric acid spaghetti. It's very healthy. I should have placed this differently. Now I'm gonna have to underground belt. And that's just unfortunate. It's fun though. It's a lot messier than any belts that I think I set up in the Space Age playthrough. Like, I don't think any of the pipes were this messy for me. Okay, this is not gonna be right. Space Age was so much tidier. Despite the fact that I was not even I was doing a very bad job of keeping stuff neat. Ooh. Whatever. This is how it's gonna be. Okay, that all works. I just need to get this stuff flowing. Oh yeah. I won't know though. Eventually, it might not be. It might be the case that it doesn't work. But batteries. I shouldn't need faster insert or out. input or output because it's 4 seconds. It's fairly slow. Yeah. Yeah, it's never my fault. It's always past me's fault. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually set that up properly. That's easy. I actually coincidentally left enough space. Okay, those batteries will scale. Now I just need a use for the batteries. I need somewhere for it to go. Rocket control units. I've got the batteries, I've got the circuits, I've got the glass, I've got the iron. I'd have to get it somewhere that scales. Maybe up here. That might be where I should build. Except I fenced myself in. Yeah, I could do accumulators. Could I do it over on the left, maybe? There's a lot of space there. I should probably do it over there. Short term, that I could do it here. I have enough space, but maybe I plan even further long term for when this copper vein dries up, and then I can expand up. And by that point, I won't need this old steam setup. I think that's the play. I think plan even further long term. Oh, I can't connect that far, can it? Oh, that's so close. Why does this one work? Oh, because of power. Okay. So that's that. How far can I go? I need to draw a line. I guess that's pretty close. I should just not go further left than about here. That's pretty convenient. Okay, this will work. Got it. That shouldn't be an issue. That will be an issue soon. That doesn't look right. I guess it's not producing any pollution right now, so it's clearing because of the trees, but the stuff in the desert's not being absorbed quickly enough, which is why it looks like that. That's very funny. Power armor beyond modular? Yeah, power armor is a thing beyond modular, isn't it? But I assume you mean the modular. Because I can't do that until I have space. Space needs low density. Yeah. I could make better. I could optimize the stuff in it. Like, I don't think this is optimal. I could make more. I could make a second roboport and reduce the batteries a bit. I can't do exoskeletons, which is a shame. Okay, how do I rocket? Rocket fuel is water and solid fuel, so I need to produce light oil and solid fuel. And solid fuel is made from light oil, so that's really easy. Then I need heat shielding, which is ugly. Sulfur, stone tablets, and steel plates. It needs 2 stone tablets per second per crafting. Oh, I hate stone. I don't have a reason to hate stone as a material, but what is this? This is nothing. But it is by far my least favorite material. 'Cause, like, it's one of the base materials, but it's just less important. But it's still needed, which is why it's weird. Okay. Do I leech this? Probably a bad idea. I could cut off this stone line to produce stone here. That would probably work. Yeah, it's super efficient. Yeah, 1 to 16, not 16 to 1. Oh, that would be unpleasant. Like, 16 rocket parts per science would be awful. I think I give up on greenery, at least in this section. I'm gonna gradually cement over the base. Concrete. No, wait, cement versus cement is the stuff that's mixed to make concrete. Because... oh, no, I can't. No, cement is used... yeah, cement is used to make concrete. A lot of garbage in my inventory. I'm gonna need that fuel refinery. I really don't need that many drills. I don't need solar panels or stone or tablets or sand. I do need glass fairly regularly, but... a lot of random garbage. I really need to do better on keeping an eye on the time. It's not too late yet, but it's always later than I think it will be. Today was not the best progress so far. It was progress, but not great. I should get at least a couple rocket part components moving, which means I have the batteries here. I need to get the glass, the iron, and the circuits over here. Yeah, I guess I did fix the oil and get the train mostly functional. So, like, that is meaningful. Okay, so I can split this up here. Am I filling up? Good. I can split this here. I should have glass. I have glass and steel up there. And I can just pull iron and glass. Ooh. I could do a weird... I could feed the glass and the steel and the iron in weirdly here if I want to. Out of belts. I do need roboports for belts and resupplying my inventory, but I think if I feed it in the middle, there might be a way to feed it up and down. But it's probably... I'm here. probably best to have a section above and a section below. So I'm effectively feeding one side from the top and one side from the bottom, and that should be fine. I never really bothered enough with concrete. It's so good to be able to just run faster. Oh yes, I could probably gather the components for the rocket silo and just very slowly manually craft it. Yeah, I need big motors. The circuits are good, the concrete is good, the steel is good, the pipes are good. I just need electric motors, or big electric motors, which are not automated. They need to be manually filled. Which, actually, if I set up a chest to gather electronic circuits, I will have all three things in chests that I can grab and place there. So I should do that so that I start accruing green circuits. I need to pick an appropriate location. I think here's not ideal, but it won't cause problems. That only extends to here, so it's not really much more. This needs to read green circuits 150, so if it's greater than equal to 125. Which shouldn't cause any problems. It will gather them, then I can get the motors, and then next time I should be able to build the rocket silo without too much pain. I bet it's a slow craft. 30 seconds. That's not as slow as I was expecting. See, I'm gonna run these. I'm gonna need space to keep running further, so I think I should just run these across. They're not going to need to run much further, so I probably don't need to worry about this, but I choose to. So, rocket control units are a bad ratio. They don't list where they craft, which I assume means I could even craft them in a burner assembler if I wanted to. I really don't know about, unless I'm looking at the wrong crafting information. And it's just not listed there. Maybe I'm confusing myself too much. Rocket. Oh yeah, I could craft in a burner assembling machine. That feels wrong. Oh, no, I just was trying to... If something doesn't have a listed crafting space, that means it can be crafted in any assembler. I'm trying to find an example. Yeah, because these list where they can be made. So if it doesn't list anything, that's any type of assembler. Which in the context of rocket control units feels wrong, because being able to make them in a burner assembler feels counter to not being able to make science packs in burner assemblers, kind of. Because this feels more complex, but maybe science needs to not be tainted by the smog. Glass iron plates. Let's need to get those down. And this is going to be a double-sided system. With a line running up. Don't want to go further than that. That is reasonable. It's probably too much. Start it further up. Give myself space at the bottom. So these will run down here and then up. Just, yeah, there. Okay, that's there, that's there. This will need to fill with red guys. Red guys can run. This is not here long term. Let's just embrace that. Priority left for now. This is an interesting... That line's not needed anymore. It's interesting elements to like how things are justified. This is not gonna look good. I thought the splitters were not random. I thought they were... It's weird that two of them went the same way, but I guess it's just startup. This is probably not right. I can probably shift it. Oh, it's real slow. Okay, I'm not gonna worry. Too much control. Yeah, I guess. Can I... Yeah, I can probably... Well, what I could do right now, just to get it going, is just do that. For now, just to keep it tidy. And if I do that, I should probably remove those. Yeah, I don't need many right now. These have to have other uses, right? Good. Cargo rocket sections, capsules, probes. I'm glad those have other uses. Because the void probe data is going to be very important, I think. Yes. Even not just for this, right? For the actual launch. The actual rocket launch, you want productivity. Unless that changed with 2.0. Even ignoring the value for these components, it would be good to get productivity producing. Okay, so that's here. So this one will split there, this will split a little further back. These can... Oh, wait. This is easy. Leave that there. That will produce now. That will be painless. One step done. I have glass and steel up there. I have copper nearby. I can set up the next one. Just for the moment. What's the ratio? Ratio's good, so I definitely should be filling both sides. I'm gonna have to move the rail. I guess I could do the next one further up and then remove one of those lines without issue. If I want to do all this stuff here. I could change what I'm doing. Because if the rocket parts are... If the rocket part is 1 and 1 of low density and rocket control, I could just have... If I need both... no, I will need low density for other stuff. And rocket control units for other stuff, so I should leave them separate. I'll get into the bad habit of tying them together so I can't separate them. I shouldn't do that. I was thinking of running rocket control and low density here, which just for rockets would be fine, but for everything else it would be a problem. So I shouldn't. I could get this. Plastic, glass, steel, copper. Which I merged the glass early, but I could split it there. Bring it down in the ugliest path possible. I can split some of this. Gonna need more glass. Rocket control, low density. Heat shields might... Okay, heat shields don't need glass, which is good. Does need steel though. Nope, don't move that over. Leave it where it was. This is not a good setup. And I will always recognize that. But I can run down. I have space here. I really should have just left more space below, but that's my past me's fault. The oil could be moved around a tiny bit, but not much. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 lines that I could work with to get stuff to the right. I also should do stuff over here as well. Which means this splitting is bad. I should just do it over here, but this space will be wasted otherwise, so it's not that much of an issue yet. But plastic, glass and steel are good. Copper and plastic are here. Plastic can be split and shipped up. Copper, I don't have space to split it here, but I can move this over a bit. And then I can split it. Can't do anything with it after I split it though, because this is in the way. Can't connect that because of the water. This doesn't need to maintain nice symmetry. Plastic. Come down here. Nope. I can adjust this if necessary. For now, if I merge them here, that will be good for my current needs. Plastic, copper. Just need the steel and glass. The rocket fuel's coming from this source, so that's easy to supply. The only issue is the heat shielding. Sulfur, stone tablets, steel. Steel, easy. I'll probably pull it from up here. Stone tablets, sulfur. Sulfur's here. I could bring the sulfur along that middle area. I guess I bring that sulfur and stone sort of along there. That could be fine. Okay, so this will be 2 things done, and then I should stop. 2 things. I need more plastic. No, it's fine. 10, 10, 5, 10. That's fine. The distribution between these doesn't matter that much. It's probably a fast enough craft that I will need faster inserters. But I need to splitter this. This space is kind of wasted, but yeah, I probably want faster inserters. But I think this is 2 and a bit per second. 360, 62, 1 and a sixth per second, but 2 times that. 2 and a third per second. 10 seconds is more than 20. So that should be fine. Except I should be running the steel. No, I should be running the steel on the outside. Looks like it's fine, but optimally the steel should be on the outside because that's the lower demand. Temporarily feed this into a chest just to keep it moving. So I think this will have to move back 1. This splitter will move. Okay, that's not going to balance at all. This is the outer, which means that it works better over here. And then yeah, that looks better too, which is... It doesn't look better right here, but it mostly looks better. So that should be the better way to do that. So I've got... Well, I say I've got 2 of these components automated. I do not have enough of those. It's not... I don't produce enough red circuits because I'm eating them all. I should unprioritize. I should connect those 2. Read that, and then increase this to like at least like 750. Then I can keep the left priority. But then this won't eat up everything. And I will actually get some feeding into these. So, 2 rocket part components should be working now. This one does not have enough supply, but that's fine. Rocket fuel's easy. I just need to route liquid up there, and it will be trivial. The only bit is heat shielding. Heat shielding shouldn't be bad either. I have the steel. I just need to get sulfur and stone tablets. I could produce stone tablets in this empty, unusable area, because I can't do anything here. Because this is scaling up, and I don't think I need all that space for research. So, 2 more pieces to work on, and so that's the next thing to work on, as well as modules. I don't know where modules are here. That's pretty easy. Circuits and glass. I have circuits here. I have glass here. I could make a really slow... Oh, I don't need this anymore. Nice. could make a really what is this? Oh, that was copying that to get that placed. Yeah. That'll be... Finally, I don't need a ton of productivity right now, so if I could do it right now. It'll take no time at all. So glass there. Circuits there. I should really clear this up. Make a provider chest. There. How fast is this? It's a pretty fast craft. Probably not fast enough to necessitate a faster input, but this will get me enough. I will need to scale up productivity for higher tier modules, but I don't think there's any need to improve them yet, so that's good. One module is being automated, at least. That's not right. Oh, yeah, I was looking at that, which was wrong. It's this that I needed to check. 590 to... That's not right. That's reading that belt. It's just not fluctuating enough. I must be reading this wrong. Oh. I have to actually connect it there. Yes, okay, good. That looks good. This is doing its job. I have rocket parts making progress. I think these are the two. Harder is a relative. I think these are the harder rocket parts. None of these are really hard. It's just getting the items to the right location. Heat shielding. But I should stop now and not keep going. But I think if all goes well, I should be able to start making rocket parts tomorrow? I should make a silo tomorrow. I should be able to make the rocket parts. I just don't have all the other important things. Yeah, the rocket science will be it'll be a little more difficult. It's a few more bits to work on. But regardless, it will be close. At worst case, it will be close. But I think that was less progress than I could have made, but a functional amount of progress. I'm a little bit worried about reaching the necessary energy and everything for the solar laser, but I'm not super duper worried yet. I just really need to get meteor stuff to... If I skip the initial meteor just for the full world slow meteor, I'll be happy if I don't lose anything before then. There's the rocket parts. Yes. Automate steam turbines. And those are pretty easy in terms of the input resources. I'll just have to decide where to do it. Which, actually, I probably should do it over here or up there. Actually, perfect. I have plenty of space up here. I mean, what is... Five of those... 5 megajoules... I'm just kind of curious how many... 5... 2 is 10... Oh, the time is there. Cool. Oh, it hit something. I hate these robots so much. It's my own fault for leaving these, but I just need to turn them off. Yeah, 20,000. That's doable. But I thought this was where I got hit. Was this not where I got hit? Oh, I did. It just was a lot less than I thought. The coal will be okay for a little bit. I guess I should do this before I stop today, because otherwise I will forget to reset up this coal. Yeah, it's kind of... Steam just seems more... Just do this. The Steam seems more, like, interesting and efficient. Which is good. Like, accumulator spam is boring. Even if it feels like it would probably be achievable in time, it just wouldn't. I could definitely, like, from 20,000 accumulators, I could see that being inefficient. Oh, that was silly. I should probably balance this stuff. So this forces right. I really should make a blueprint for this. The only issue is the blueprint wouldn't really work because the variable item to control. If I did it anyway, but I could just block it with a fish, and then it would be... I could make a blueprint for that. Block the left with, like, a fish? What will I never have on a belt? Ah, a sleeping friend. I'll never have that. I'd have to... It's probably a good idea to learn. Like, parameter-based setups, because that's much more... It's always going to be more flexible. But that basic balancer is probably good as is. But I keep going, even though I should stop. So I will grab more concrete and place more concrete, because I feel like I need to continue doing this, otherwise I will never bother. But I will wrap up here. Space launch should be achievable next time. Anything beyond that might be more of an unknown. Getting the science might be more difficult. I'll have to figure out where to have cargo land. I could have cargo land here. That wouldn't be too bad. Given that I already have stuff flowing this way, but probably better for it to land in an open space for more flexibility. Just do that for now. Slight increase in that. So those cost energy and speed to give better productivity. Worse pollution, though. Huh. You're having a good time, that is most important. Oh yeah, I think the topic of parasitic coral is a bit hard to ponder when I know nothing about it and I'm trying to figure out what I'm laying out. Oh yes, but before I leave, because I was just before I started streaming this today, moving right along from the Muppets, I think it's just the Muppets movie, can't remember the name, popped into my head. That's a great movie. Great music. Excellent puppets. Classic. Weird cats are fun. Like, if you enjoy just sort of hanging out, that works as well, if you enjoy it. Like, if you don't have something you think is good, it's fine. It works for me. It's weird to talk about. Yes, I should stop. I am distracting myself. I am not being distracted. I should stop distracting myself and instead just stop, because I should stop. Well, it's not that time sensitive, but I should try to stop about 20 minutes ago, but I keep distracting myself. Yes. Yeah, I'll do this again tomorrow. I mean, unless something interferes, I really enjoy playing Factorio. It's so peaceful. Until I get hit by a laser and all my stuff gets destroyed, but that's 20 hours from now. 28 hours from now. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night, day, etc. I always feel like I have to say that. Bye-bye. Yes. I agree on some sort of Zen garden.